from Saturday afternoon, and fans have made the early season pilgrimage to AT&T Stadium to support these college football playoff hopefuls. And we've got a Sunshine State battle. It's the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Florida Gators in the EA Sports Kickoff Classic. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A nice little juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. A nice throw that time by the junior quarterback here, getting his first start and leading these Hurricanes. And, you know, you and I were talking to our buddy and our colleague Kevin Connors a couple of days ago, and he reminded us of the Midwest Prep Showcase where he actually predicted that he would end up in Miami, and that's exactly the case.
And you know what they say, partner? Kevin Connors said it. It's got to be true. He followed these guys all the way through, and he saw how this would turn out, but let's be honest about it. It's still a bit of a surprise. High school teammates, the other heartbreak kid, Tommy Matthews, here as well. You know there's going to be a big-time competition now between the two of them about who will ultimately be the starter. I can't wait to see how this one plays out.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
1st and 10.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Another first down. I'll tell you what, he has got his guys on the move, and he looks awfully comfortable out there for this being his first start. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The incomplete pass there, and you think about the quarterback position in college football. Kind of seems like once you get a guy developed, his 4 years are up just like that. He's off to the NFL. So what we're seeing here, a first ever college start at the quarterback position. How hard is it to win with someone who is unproven like that?
It's always hard. Now, we've seen guys do it, but to me, there are few and far between because the teams that don't have returning starters at that position, or at least guys that saw significant action and can handle the pressure a little bit, you got to put them a little bit of a notch below everyone else because at high school, those guys can get by on raw talent. It's harder to do that on the college level.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. From 13 yards out. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
26-yard line.
Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ellington. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is Ellington, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Room to run past midfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 30. With 4th down and a yard.
It's a gain of a yard.
Florida's punter is out there now. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cole Greco in punt formation for Florida.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete.
Oh,
a huge
Lord.
gamble,
He dropped
and it
it.
does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man. But if they had to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now here's a
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now White with a first down throw. Now White lost the football. It's going the other way.
The quarterback sacked. A fumble on
the defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing. Take care of the football.
The pass.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. 20. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
21-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
For the extra.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now,
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Is no good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none. Because the quarterback had nowhere to go, the ball ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
The onside kick recovered by the receiver.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, Ellington. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That's taken in by the tight end, Perkins.
That's good.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, here's White. Oh, he dropped it. They were now 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10. Out
of the gun, it's White. And he's he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the clock.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag.
Yes, sir.
Referee.
Yes, sir.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now White to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part and show them a little respect and gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Benny Jackson, 71 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
That's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Ellington. He's got daylight. The 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 46 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's White on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. And what a big-time play there. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
Start offense.
So that'll back them up 5. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. They run the counter. It's Woods. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And goal. That's the end of the
Do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a... And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. That's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his 1st ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Kent Ellington, the ball carrier.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the gun on 3rd down. White. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Well, Charles, here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plans to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen any sign of Tommy Matthews.
And we certainly expected to see him. Look, you and I both sat in there, partner, with Coach O'Brien, and he indicated that he planned to rotate quarterbacks to find out what he had. But with the play that he's seen here, he's like any head coach. He reserves the right to change his mind. And maybe he knew a little bit more than he was willing to tell us. That maybe Tommy Matthews isn't exactly in his favor, especially considering the lead they have now, and he still hasn't gone to the bench.
Launching one for Henderson. It's caught inside the 25. And some room to roam now. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ball start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
Full start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And here's motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
Full start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Back to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Nice job there after the setback, 11 yards, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take this in. A touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
6.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
Now White lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A beautiful fake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. The Hurricanes now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Shakes off the sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right?
It's caught at the 10.
Oh,
He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play.
Hey, I made you just no. Ow! What I told you about hitting me, bro?
We're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Hurricanes 49.
I'm watching a fucking
Gators
movie.
6.
Stop! Go on now.
Please, babe.
Man, come on,
Give
man.
me a kiss.
Man.
I love you.
Brother. Stop. There you go.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan
YouTube,
when Tom Brady and Drew Henson
just
split snaps.
interrupting my videos.
That had to be frustrating for you both.
Fuck yo, you too.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more
What are these dishes doing at my feet? Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous. Who crawled up your butt and died? You. Gross. Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster, and boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I got to tell you, it's sure. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I got to tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only going to lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Oh, hell no.
This whole thing again? Are you dumb? Yeah, I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
Fuck Tommy!
He's the one with the problem.
I'm the GOAT!
Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Nigga, hit my goddamn DM.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
Fuck a fiddlestick. I heard you. Why they worry about no motherfucking Tommy? I think it's the ADK mixtape show. Hey, hey, my baby's driving me crazy. Coming for you, Patrick Mahomes.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. It's the USC Trojans against the Miami Hurricanes. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Well, here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. They will let him throw here on the very first play. That's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup of 17 yards. A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback and carry them the rest of the way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Benny Jackson there to make the grab. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yeah, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
The extra point splits the uprights. And so following the touchdown, kick team to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Washington. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
At the 44-yard
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Down there, but he cannot connect.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Formation for USC.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the University of Miami. Their offense ready to get the drive started. He will not be thrown. start out 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Dye has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a game.
Picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And a great move again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the 1st quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Stop peeking, man.
And they'll begin by running the option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Trojans nothing.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flynn, that's complete to Ward. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Back to throw. Flynn. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run from the gun with Charles. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Cloud keeps moving.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They get into the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Flynn is complete to the tight end Clay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Oh, God.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Flynn, and it'll be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw.
Results in a 4th down.
The USC field goal team out there now. It's a 35-yard attempt.
35-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. 14. Well, that certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now the Trojans ready to kick it off following their made field goal. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the